Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. We're getting an early start here. We're just making it into Ray County. I drove through the night just to get here over to Grandpa's farm. Since apparently these guys, they had a little bit of a, not like a dispute, but I guess some family guys, or I don't know, me and my brother apparently inherited Grandpa's farm. So I'm gonna be driving through Ray County just to get up here. Hopefully we can get some things figured out. But I do apologize in advance. I'm a little sick right now, so that's probably why I sound like crap. Trying to power through it a little bit, but we're gonna get rolling up here. I think the highway should be up here really close. Yep, there we go, guys. But I think this place up here on the right with the cow barn and the stave silo, or I guess the blue tombstone up there, is going to be where I'm gonna be going right now. Apparently this is Grandpa's old farm that he got. It is an early morning. It's April. We should be able to probably start planting depending on how much like equipment I got left and how much land there is and all that other stuff. What? Who is this guy? Maybe this is my brother? I don't know. Howdy,
well,
boys.
what's up, Dig? What's up, brother?
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna call me?
I was gonna call you little bro, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh, what's up, little bro? No, I got you. No, you already got hired help or what?
Well, no, this is actually our cousin, man.
Cousin?
Yeah, our cousin AF. Do you not remember him from when we were younger? Always hanging out at Grandpa's house and everything like that.
There's like no resemblance.
Well, yeah, of course. We don't have the same parents, you goofball. Jesus.
Where's his facial hair? Only real men grow beards, man. Where's it at?
I don't think he finally made it there yet, if you catch my drift.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's one of those. Okay, I got you.
He's a baby face.
I got you. I'm sorry I was late, guys. I had to deal with some end of business terms with, my dad, since he kind of left me and dad behind out of the other place. We do welding repair, and we run a little bit of cattle ourselves and all that stuff. And I had to tell him like, hey, Grandpa's dead, so I had to make my way over here. I had to drive all the way from Nebraska to get here, so it was kind of a drive. Drove all the way through the night.
Oh yeah,
that's a heck of a drive.
Yeah.
But anyways, AF, I don't know if you've checked the bank account balance lately, but yeah. So you remember how I said I hope Grandpa didn't rip anybody off?
Yeah.
Well, I was right. He ripped a lot of people off, and we owe the IRS a lot of money. So they only left us with $100K, and we owe them like $2 million, and we got to pay it back in the next 4 years. If not, they're coming to take the farm completely, and any assets that we have, it's going to be theirs, and then we'll be even more in debt with them guys. And I don't think any of us want any more debt over our head.
Wait, you're telling me I inherited a debt farm?
Well, see, listen here. We didn't know that there was any debt because Grandpa had, like $200 and some million. And I thought it was kind of weird, with all the acres that he owns, that there's no way that he made $200 million.
I think you guys got it. I don't want to have any part of this. Just like.
Oh, nope. Well then, if that's the case, then you can just sell me your portion, and then you can just go back to Nebraska and continue helping our father with the welding business.
All right, $2 million.
Oh, take your pickup then.
$2 million.
Give me back my pickup. Get back here.
Alrighty. Well, so AF here, he's like the account management type. He doesn't really like to get his hands too dirty, so he's over the finances.
Okay.
I mean,
hey,
not this again.
I could tell because he doesn't have a beard or anything, or even a mustache. Where's your little pencil stash at? Like, at least have like a pencil stash.
So, AF. So since you run everything here, what all do we got to get done today?
I think today we just need to do some planting, and then I did some. I did some ditches and stuff. And if somebody wants to go rake and bale those, then they can go do that.
Oh, what kind of bale are we running?
Here, I'll just come show you guys.
I know we had to rent one.
I'll do the raking and baling. Hey, we got some nice mowers. Well, I think what do we got for a baling tractor? Because I'll probably get on starting with getting some early morning baling going on, as long as the moisture's right on all the grass.
Here, I'll show you. You might. I don't know what kind of tractors you like, but
he likes the red brands.
Oh, yeah, then you're not going to like the baling tractor.
Yeah, sorry, I had to use this tractor too, when I was cutting some alfalfa the other day.
Sorry, you looked like you were enjoying it.
I had nothing against the 4440, Actually, I ran a manure spreader with one of these for like the longest amount of time. These were like some of my favorite, the 40 series.
The only bad
Oh, yeah.
part is we're gonna have to get a new seat put in it because you're sitting on like nothing but metal almost. But other than that, it does ride smooth.
It is pretty worn out, huh? All right, boys. Hey, AF, move my pickup out of the way. You park that darn thing there. I need to go get some work done.
Okay, I'll move it for you.
You can go find a tractor, boys, where I can go up here and get this planter.
All right, guys, here we go. We got the 4440. Not a big fan of the green tractors, but hey, here we are. I do not mind the 4440 series or the 40 series tractors. These are probably some of my favorite, especially, well, I guess all the sound guards are pretty much my favorite. Let's go ahead and find a good place to put this rake down. And we're gonna get going on here, getting some hay put in here. I think hay, or is this just gonna come out as grass? This might just come out as grass, because we're not really tedding this up. It shouldn't take that long to go through here and do this, do a couple passes here, and then I'll go over by, I think down the road is where he said, and I got a little bit more to do over there, and then I'll come snag the baler, and I'll start baling all this up. Hopefully I don't run out of net wrap or anything like that. It's been a while since I farmed. Like, I've been welding and doing all sorts of other stuff for like the last 2 years, so my little farming knowledge is definitely a lot lower than what it used to be, but hopefully here in the future we can kind of get that all back. Kind of can't see. I gotta turn on these lights here a little bit. It's pretty early morning. Actually, I need to test the moisture out on this grass. Holy crap. Well, I got the probe in my pocket here. Let's stick that down there. Okay, so we got about 17% moisture. Okay. The grass is a little damp. Not that big of a deal. Something we can kind of work with. Hopefully we don't run into any problems in the future with like bales starting on fire or anything like that. I will say I do kind of like this small little farm. It's pretty nice. You know, we got like little grass areas here and there. I didn't actually get a chance to go see how many cows we had. I did see the cow barns up there, and I did see some of the cattle out in the pastures running around, but I didn't get a chance to like ask about like how many head we got. And I guess I probably should have asked those questions, you know, especially since I'm going to be running around here. I inherited my portion of the farm. Gotta make sure I know these things before I get too far into it, and I find out, you know, like the information how we're $2 million in debt. I think this should be the last pass here on this little stretch. Kind of get down here to the end, and what I might do is just kind of, I might take a little bit out of here so that way I can kind of straighten this out a little bit, just like so. All right, just like that. All right, so we got this all raked up. Get these lights turned off here. I think he said over down this way there's another ditch that he kind of mowed out. Maybe I can kind of get that all raked up too and before I head back, but I'll have to see here. All right, so here we go. We got this little patch of grass here. We've already been starting on this. We got our little pass around the outside edges here. We're gonna do a little bit. Apparently this must be like a newer equipment dealership, because I think we get all our equipment from the used equipment dealership. There's no way we got all this old school equipment from over here for sure. I mean, this place is a little bit too nice for our kind of banking account, especially with only $100,000 and $2 million in debt, guys. Oh my gosh. We're gonna keep on rolling around here. Once we get this done, we're gonna head back to the farm, talk with the guys, see what they're doing, what they're planning. Then I'll get the baler hooked up and we'll get going on that. Well, guys, so we got all of the grass windrowed up. We got ourselves some nice windrows, and we went back to the farm and picked up the 435 John Deere baler here. So we got the ultimate John Deere setup here, the ultimate old school setup, I guess is what we could call it. And we're getting ready to just dive on in here. I think this should be a good enough spot to start. We'll go through and do the outside edges here. Kind of get this all unfolded as we go here. Get that lowered down. Get the baler turned on, and I think we should be able to get rocking and rolling on this. I think, yeah, we got grass going into the baler. Look at that. Now, it's gonna be a little bit difficult going along here next to these tree lines, next to all these fences, next to all these trees, making sure we get everything picked up that we need to get picked up. All right, I'll back up nice and perfect, like without jackknifing this. Gotta make this turn a little bit, make sure I pick up everything. I want to make sure I get everything picked up out of here, because I know we're going to be needing to get our cows fed this fall, and I don't want to have like us go spend unnecessary money on feed that we can obviously get ourselves, because I mean we're making bales, so hopefully we can work this out. Should be able to get maybe 1 or 2 bales out of this little stretch, and then I'm gonna have to make my way over towards the new and improved, or I guess the new equipment dealership, because I actually found out that we get our equipment from the used equipment dealership, which is down the road a little ways. It's kind of by one of our fields. But there we go, we got the first bale kicked out, and like I said, maybe 1 or 2 bales out of here. Hopefully we get 2, because I don't really want to have 1 and then have to transport like a half unfinished bale across the road and get over to the other field. Cole and AF are just about finished up with planning. I know that they finished up 2 fields. AF had to head into town to go get something, so he's not here right now, but we got Cole here. He's working on finishing up one of the fields, and then after he gets done, I'm gonna go take over for him and work on getting one of the other fields that we have. or get it going on planting so we can get that and take care of. So I can get a little action on planting. It's been a while since I planted. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I have not planted in a very, very long time. Now this right here is gonna be the field that I'm gonna be expecting to get most of the hay bales out of, since it's a little bit bigger. So we ended up getting 2 out of the last one. I'm thinking we might be able to get possibly around maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10, honestly, out of here. There's a decent amount of grass here. I mean, we should be pretty good. We got this cool thing that throws the tractor back in neutral whenever the bale gets ready to unload, so that way I know it's time to unload. I've had the problem before where when I used to do this stuff, I used to basically fill up. I could not hear the audible beep noise, the little beeping sound that it would make, so I would kind of pass by a lot of the grass that would need to be picked up, so I'd always have to back up or like I guess reverse the baler a little bit, so that way I was not picking up and clogging the baler up anymore. And all right, there we go. We got 4 bales out of the baler already. I honestly think we actually might get to that part where we might actually get around 7 or 8 bales. I think we got about 4 more bales in us, or maybe 3 more bales in us. We're getting a little bit of stretch. The windrows aren't too terrible. They're pretty decent size. They're not like the biggest windrows I've ever seen, but they definitely do, definitely are putting out some good hay. I will say that. And I mean, as much as I say I'm not much of a John Deere fan or a green guy, but like, I will say that, no, this 40 series John Deere hooked up with this 43 or 435 baler is definitely a amazing setup. I will say I'm glad that Grandpa had something going for him. At least he liked his old school equipment. I mean, that's pretty much all we got here on the farm anyways, is old school equipment. I mean, we're running old school tractors. I think the newest tractor we have is like an 8000 series John Deere, which I don't know what planters we have. I'm gonna have to check those out whenever it comes time for me to do my planting, or at least for me to like learn how to plant at least. And that last bale would have been bale number 6 that we kicked out, so we are probably gonna get 8 bales out of here. I'm gonna hurry up and finish this up so I can get back and meet up with Cole wherever he may be at, and see if I can get some planting time in. See where we got to go on that. Maybe I can get him to transport some seed or some fertilizer over for me, and we get that all taken care of. But in the meantime, I got these 2 little passes left to do, and I'll see y'all back at the farm. Cole, you got yours on in that tractor?
Yeah, man, I sure do. What's up?
All right, well, I'm back from successfully baling. I managed to get us about 9 hay bales, so hopefully that's enough to get cows fed for a while.
Should be. That's about, I mean, we do got a lot of cattle, but most of them are pretty young, so I mean, they shouldn't eat too much, but yeah, you only usually get about 9 bales out of that little area over there that you were baling out of. It's not very good grassland, if you ask me. Yeah,
but I mean, I got about 80% of another bale sitting here, so we can always offload that and have just a little bit of a smaller bale sitting around if we ever need it.
Yeah, I mean, having some's better than having none, if you ask me, man, to be honest. You can never have too much.
Do we have any more planting we got to do, or are we pretty much done?
Nope. Come here. So if you look at my phone here, I'll just go and show you the PDA. You see up by, well, I guess where they're building a new dealership up by Field 2.
Yeah, I see. With the random combine sitting up there.
Yep. That Field 2 needs to be planted into soybeans. That's the last field we got to do today.
Okay. You and me both gonna tackle that one out, or just me?
I mean, if you want my help, I can help you. If you want to do it, you can. I mean, I was just about to go eat a little bit of lunch, but other than that, I'm not really doing too much.
I think as long as you run me up some seeds, so that way I don't run out. So if you want to hop in your truck or something like that and bring up the trailer full of seed for me, I guess I can head up there.
Yep, for sure. I just got to move your truck out of the way. Actually, I'll just take your nice rig, man.
Yeah, it needs miles on it. It's only got like 75,000 miles on it.
Oh, this thing's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, I'll definitely go and hook that up for you. Just let you know, for some reason the liquid fertilizer tanks on that planter's not working. So we'll definitely have to get that figured out and looked at. Make sure, to try to get those fixed for next year.
All right. Yeah, I'll just start heading my way up there, and yeah, I'll see you when I get there, hopefully. I mean, you'll probably pass me on the road. It's probably, well, actually, it's not that far away anyway, but I'll just get heading down there. Faster I get there, the sooner we can get this done. All right, that should be the last bag. I think we should be good. You want to help me resituate all these seeds over here so that way, oh wait, never mind. I think that worked. Hold on. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Hold on. Maybe. I think we should be good. I'll just move this one over to the side or over in the center so that way we don't mess up anything, so that way they don't flop over off the side, so we don't got too much weight over there. I think we should be good just like that. Yeah, if you want, you can either eat your lunch in the pickup and wait for me to get done, and then we could transport back, or otherwise, just in case I run out of seed, you can just leave the trailer here and run the pickup back and go take your lunch.
Give me a call when you're ready for me to come back and get the trailer.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Alrighty.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Hello?
Hey, Cole. Hey, I'm almost done with this field over here, field number 2. Just got about one more headland pass, or 1.5 headlands left to do, and I should be good. So far, I mean, beans went in the ground pretty good, depth was pretty nice, and the field planted pretty good, other than a couple like the washout areas where the waterway's at. But I kind of like how this field's got some nice curvature to it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's how the fields that I planted were, man. You know, like beans went in pretty good, depth was all right, and just the curvature. You know, like I really enjoyed how, you know, I had to work my way around the field instead of just having to just go straight up and down. So I mean, yeah, the beans definitely went in the field easily today.
Yeah, I think we should. Well, this is what, the last field that we had to plant in total.
Yeah, yep, that's the last field right there.
Okay. Are we doing anything with like silage this year?
I believe AF said something about wanting to possibly try to get a forage harvester and try to chop a couple of fields in corn silage, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to ask him that tomorrow when he gets back.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking, because I mean, we got cows, right? And we're only producing like 9 hay bales every time we cut grass. That's going to be like, it's 9 hay bales a month. We get, you know, we got hay season, which is about 4 or 5 months long. So we're looking at only like 45 bales. I don't know if that's going to be enough to kind of make our cows happy for the time being, you know? But yeah, if you want to go ahead and make your way up here, I should be done here in about 5 minutes. Just getting ready to do my last pass here. I just got to go down one and then over, and I should be complete.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'm coming around that curve now to come to the field, so I should be there here in about, I'd say about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
All right, works for me. See you in a bit.
Alrighty. Yep. See you.
All right, headlands are all done. Let's get heading back to the farm. We finished up planting soybeans here. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I planted soybeans. Holy crap. My monitor says soybeans. I had a little mini heart attack. Thought I planted some corn in there. But we just got done planting soybeans. Those should be all done and ready to harvest by around November. I mean, it is April, so what is it? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Maybe October, honestly. We might have some early fall soybeans that we're gonna be able to harvest, but maybe hopefully we can get some good yield out of those. We're gonna have to go through, get some fertilizer put on those in the next coming weeks. Once they come out of the ground, we should hit them with a little bit of Roundup, but yeah, a little bit of Roundup, kill some of the weeds, and we should be good. But let's get heading back to the farm. Cole's gonna be sitting back there waiting. He just got done taking my truck back over there. We should be good at that point. I will say that, you know, after not running a planter for a very, very long time, I think we did a pretty good job, honestly. Like, rows were looking straight, edges were looking good. Barely any tracks in the field. We managed to clean up all of our end rows. Everything was looking good with the headlands. Honestly, I'm gonna give myself a golden star on that one. Pretty good job right there for me. You guys think that was actually a pretty good job planting? If you guys like that time lapse, make sure you guys go down below. Let me know what you guys think. And also, thank you to 𝗙𝗿𝗺𝗺 for hosting on the server. And also, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Midwest Ag for more. But let's get back after it. We got to get back heading up to the farm. And it is home sweet home, guys. We made it. We're here. Hopefully we got Cole up here. Let's see if he's around here somewhere. Cole, you got your handheld on you?
Sure do, man. What's up?
All right, where's a good place to put this rig at?
If you just want to go ahead and just park it right there, I can go and get it put away in the shed. Because I'm going to give her another spray down and everything like that before we decide to put it up for the season.
You already eat your lunch yet?
I did.
I was going to say if you wanted to go into town and get a little bit something to eat since I haven't eaten yet.
I mean, I can ride up there with you.
All right. Yeah, my doors don't open up on my pickup. I got to get that all fixed. You got a way where I can sit in the pickup with you? Yeah, let's go into town. I'll get you something like a nice little sandwich, like a 𝗙𝗏𝗄𝗎 sandwich from the gas station, or you can get you like a cinnamon roll or something.
I'll take that cinnamon roll.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I've been kind of craving like something pretty good for a little while. Pretty hungry. You got any music playing here? Kind of want to listen to some like rock and roll.
I mean, you go ahead and turn on what you want.
All right, let's get that going. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.